Hello, Mendel. Today you have come for an interview, correct? Yes, ma'am, I have, and I am delighted to answer all of your questions. Great. Do you mind if we go ahead and start now? Nope, not at all. Okay, when is your birthday? What is your nationality? And what is your occupation right now? Okay, my birthday is on July 20th. My nationality is Austrian, and I am currently a scientist. Cool! During your experiments, what exactly were you trying to find out? Oh, in 1854, I started to look into the traits in plant hybrids. I mainly wanted to find out how traits are passed on through generations. I used pea plants to test this experiment. I chose pea plants because they quickly and easily reproduce. I now have a law named Mendel's Law of Heredity, and this law explains heredity and traits. Wow! What exactly was the experiment with the pea plants, and what did you do to them? I became a monk and went monastery bound. And while I was there, I noticed pea plants growing. So I went outside and started wondering how the traits of pea plants were passed on. I went outside one day and I took 2 plants and cross-pollinated them by myself to make another plant. I looked at the 7 different traits of the offspring and compared them to the parents. The traits were flower color, flower position, stem length, seed shape, seed color, pod shape, and pod color. I then came up with the words dominant and recessive. Dominant is for the father and recessive is for the mother. After cross-pollination, I took the offspring and let it self-pollinate. The offspring self-pollinated and had a 3-in-1 ratio. This means that 3 of the plants would be dominant and 1 plant would be recessive. Wow, that is a lot. Last question is, what were your results of your experiment and what did you observe and conclude? After doing this experiment, I realized that every time a dominant plant self-pollinates, it will have a 3-in-1 ratio. I also realized that a trait doesn't have to show up in an individual, but it can be passed on throughout the generations. 3 laws that I concluded from this experiment are law of dominance, law of segregation, and law of independent assortment. Law of dominance is only when a dominant trait can be seen in the hybrid. Law of segregation is when gametes are formed and recombined in fertilization. Law of independent assortment is when traits are not connected to each other through gamete formation. That is a lot, but it is really cool and gave me a better understanding of you and your experimentation. Thank you for your time. No problem. Glad I could help. Unfortunately, this is all we have for today. Until next time.